Hey beauties, welcome back to another Spree Snooze video. So as you can see from the title, I'm going to be reviewing some Spectrum brushes. So you may or may not know I am getting married and in about 6 months, which is so exciting. I cannot wait, I cannot wait. It's going to be an amazing time for me and Gary and our family and friends. But anyway, so as part of me getting married, I've been researching a lot of beauty for bridal and for my bridesmaids, and I came across that Spectrum actually have a set of brushes for brides. So let me show you. First of all, I love this. I love the bag that the brushes come in. It's just like a really nice velvet type feel bag, and I just think it's perfect for like dirty laundry. You know what I mean? When you're travelling, put your dirties in here, like your delicates. Perfect. So love that. Multiple use. But this is what the brushes come in. So this is the brush bag. It's very, very cute. It's like a heart bag. I just find it really adorable. But when you open this up, I haven't touched any of these yet. This is what they look like. So in here you get, I think it's 10 brushes. It's a 10 brush set, and they're all beautiful and like a pearly colour with like hints of pink on the top, and they're just so gorgeous. I've previously purchased Spectrum brushes before. I use a lot of Spectrum eye brushes, but I've never had a whole set of Spectrum brushes. But when I saw these, I thought, you know what, I need to try these out. And because they're all bridal and I'm very into bridal stuff at the moment, I thought, yes, why not? So today I'm going to test, or try to test, every single one of these brushes, all 10. No idea how I'm going to do that, but we'll figure it out. And I'm just going to do my makeup and chat through how the brushes feel. So before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and then if you want you can share with all your friends. And yeah, let's get into it. So we have this gorgeous brush, which is an A01 brush. It's a fluffy brush, and I'm guessing you'd use that for powder maybe? I'd probably use it for powder. I actually don't know what you use all these brushes for a lot of the time, and I make it up as I go along, so I may use the wrong brushes for the wrong thing, but just ignore me, okay? So yeah, I'm going to use that as a face brush. We have an angled brush here, and this is B04, and it's like a nice little angled brush, as you can see, really nice. Probably would use this just for my eyes, I don't know, maybe even eyebrows. We can see, we'll figure that out. We've got a blending brush, which are my favourite brushes, and this is the B07, and I'll use that obviously to blend. We've got a A17, which is a small angled brush. Probably use that for brows or for eyeliner or for lips, whichever one you want to use it for. We've got an A16, and I have no idea what this brush is used for, but I would probably use a flat brush like that to cut my crease. I don't know whether I'll cut my crease today. Maybe I will test it out, but I'm not too sure what the A16 brush is for. We've got like a kabuki style brush. I actually don't know if that's what you call these brushes, but it's a lovely angled brush. And this is an A02, and I love the feel of the brushes. The hair is so nice. I don't know whether it's real hair, whether it's synthetic, but whatever it is, it feels silky smooth. We have a fan brush for highlight, which I never use, so this will be interesting. The B08, is that right? B08, and I believe that's probably for concealer maybe. It's probably what I'd use it for. It looks like an oversized blending brush. I won't use it for a blending brush, and they're stupid, but it looks beautiful. I probably would use that to do concealer. It's really nice. Or maybe my highlight, probably I'd end up using it for highlight, because knowing me, I like those brushes for that. A blusher brush, well, this is what I'd use as a blusher brush, and this is the A05. Lovely. And then finally, I know I've not done these in any particular order, so apologies. This is the A12, and I would use that on my eyes as well, probably to kind of smoke out underneath, maybe do a bit of detail in the inner corner. So let's get stuck into adding some makeup. I'm sorry if this video is so long. I know I talk forever, but hey ho, it's okay. So, first thing that I'm going to do is apply the Tarte Maruca oil. I love this. This is such a nice, I'm not going to use a brush to obviously apply any of this, but I love this product. You literally just need a small amount. I apply 1 drop because I have an oily T-zone, so I just literally rub it into my fingers and just apply it to my skin, just gently into, like, literally all over my face. And what this does, it essentially primes your skin but also leaves like a really nice dewy glow. So when you apply your foundation, it works a dream, honestly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now I'm going to apply the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, and to apply that I'm going to use this AO2 brush. So first things first, down the realist. First things first, down the realist. Anyway, let's apply that. I actually don't know what foundation I'm going to use on my wedding day. I need one that's going to last all day, that's going to make me look really nice in pictures, it's really great on my skin. So I don't have my beauty consultation until I think it's 2 weeks time. I'm just waiting to see what she says. I'm really not too sure. I don't know what foundation to use. Do you have any recommendations? Is there any that you would consider or recommend? I always kind of like I've googled, you know, the best foundation, but obviously everyone's skin's different, so it really does depend on how your skin reacts. This, by the way, is really nice and it's blending in my foundation really well. I love this foundation so much. It's really hydrating. This brush for me is lovely, and I don't think I'm using it in the right way. I'm not too sure if this is meant for foundation, but I always use these style of brushes for foundation. I feel like it blends really nicely on my skin. It gets into all the nooks and crannies. It's a little bit smaller than the brush I normally use, but I do use a brush like this shape, so it's really nice. And it feels really soft on my skin. Like, I find some brushes can be really coarse, really rough. This isn't like that. This is really beautiful. And it's not even taken a lot of product. I mean, yes, it has a little bit of product on there, but not too much, like, which is a good sign. What I'm going to do is probably apply my concealer using this brush, and then the brush that I thought was for concealer I might use on the other cheek for highlighter, because I don't really like fan brushes, full stop, regardless of what brand. So I'll probably do one this side with this brush and then the fan brush the other. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm going to apply the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I haven't done a review on this yet, but I do really like this concealer. If you're looking for something that's quite affordable, that's not going to break the bank, but it's going to do the job, this is a really nice concealer. It's not too moisturising either, so if you've got quite oily skin like me, you know, it's a really good concealer for you, I think, and it blends really well. I hear many people compare it to the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Personally, I don't think it's anything like it. It's not as thick as the Tarte Shape Tape, and it oxidizes more than the Shape Tape, to be honest, so I bear that in mind. But it is a very beautiful concealer. I like this brush. It goes really nice under the eyes, like, and it's not rough, and that's one thing that always bothers me, is a lot of brushes are really rough, but this seems to, as you can see, it like literally swoops really nicely in, like so. Perfect. That's really nice. I do like that brush. Very good. So now that's done, I'm going to take the Luxury Powder in the Banana shade by Makeup Revolution, or Revolution Beauty. I actually have no idea what they're called. I'm just going to take some in the lid, and I'm going to use, actually I'll use a small brush that I was going to use for concealer, and I'll literally just take that, put it underneath my eyes just to set that in place. This is really nice for that, actually. I do still think I'd probably end up using this for a highlight, but it's a really nice brush. It gets in really well. Next, let's try and do the eyes, shall we? And then we'll do the rest of the face. And because I've already concealed and set my eyes, I'm just going to go straight in with the makeup. So the first brush I'm going to take is the B07, which is that gorgeous blending brush. And I'm just going to take the ABH Soft Glam palette, because this is also the bridal palette. See what I did? So I'm going to take the burnt orange shade which if you want to know is this one right here. Beautiful, beautiful burnt orange. And I'm going to take that and blend it into my crease. This is nice, but it feels like it's quite thick for a proper blending brush. Like, I like my blending brushes to be a little bit more flexible when they're like blending. It's so nice on, like it feels really nice, feels really, you know, smooth on the lid, but I don't know whether I'm just using the brush wrong. I'd probably use this one more for packing on colour rather than to blend into the crease. I think I need something a little bit smaller, more fluid than this one, but it's a really nice brush. Yeah, I don't think it's right for just this blending. I think it's too thick, but it is lovely. Just feel really nice on the eye, really gentle. I'm going to take this smaller brush right here and I'm going to dip it into Sienna, which is that quite like a reddy brown shade. And I'm going to take the small brush and I'm literally just going to take this, put it into my crease to deepen that crease up. Have it more in the outer corner, and I love this. It's like gives you such defined lines and it really intensifies that crease. But I feel like I need a blending brush just to probably smooth that out. What I want to do is put it on the inner corner, like so far in, and the outer corner, and just leave this gap in the middle. I love bridal makeup. I think I'd be quite good at doing the bride's makeup. I'm not doing my own, although a lot of people ask me why I'm not doing my own. And you know what, it's because I'm not a makeup artist. You know, I love playing around with makeup, but I don't have the technical skill. I haven't been trained to do it, and I'd like to have someone who has been, you know, professionally trained to do my makeup at my wedding. It'd be quite a nice treat as well, I think. Now that I feel like I've deepened that up enough with this brush, I'm going to take the blending brush that I use. I'm not going to add any product. I'm literally just going to take it on the edges. Just blend that in. Probably more on this eye because this eye looks a little bit more messy. I do always struggle to do one eye. It's really weird. So now that is done, I'm going to take the concealer and this flat brush, which is the A16. I'm going to cut the crease in the middle. I'm just going to cut in the middle. I'm just going to apply that to the brush. I'm just going to pack that in just in the centre. What's nice about this brush is that it curves the shape of your eye. So it actually leaves you with a really nice shape. Like so. That's a really good brush packing on the concealer. I don't like the concealer just in the centre. I feel like it needs more, so I'm going to just cover that flat brush again, and I'm literally going to bring it all the way into my inner corner. So I've literally just, let me zoom the eye on a little bit. So I've literally just covered the 3/4 of my eye with the concealer because I didn't like just doing the centre. I didn't think it looked very nice. Now I'm just going to take this angled brush because I have no idea what to do with it, and I'm going to go in with the shade Glistening, which is just a normal gorgeous goldy colour, which is beautiful, perfect for wedding makeup. And I'm just going to literally cover the concealer. Can't say I care much for these types of brushes, but they are quite nice because when you put them that way, they angle into your eye really nicely. So that is quite good for that, I think, but I probably wouldn't really reach for one of these brushes. But it is actually quite nice. It's a nice brush, I just don't really know what the purpose is of it. I'm just going to dip back into Sienna with that little brush. I'm just going to go over where I put it before and into the crease again. And then I'm going to take the blending brush and just smoke that out a little bit like that. And then I'm going to take that brush again that had Sienna on, and I'm just going to smoke out my under eye. This probably isn't really a bridal look. It's not turned into one. But that's okay, because we're testing the brushes, right? We're not creating a wedding bridal makeup look. Although I do actually want to. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. I do love this little brush. So that's that done. What to do with this, right? So I'm just gonna do my eyebrows with it. And I'm gonna use the eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna use Cypress Umber, which is this really dark brownie shade. And I'm just going to take it on here. I'm just gonna go into my eyebrows with that colour. It's quite sturdy, it's very, very thick. It would be quite nice for your brows because you can really just get that line with it. It'd also be really nice for eyeliner, I think. It'd be really nice for eyeliner. Whoa, brow game. I do like that. I would never use it. I don't really care about that brush. It's a little bit pointless for me. My brow game is strong. No, it's not. What is that? It's so thick. It's such a dark colour. I'm just going to get some brow gel in that. Blend that up. Girl. So that's the brows done. so bad. So bad. So bad. Okay. Eyes done. Romeo done. Okay. My friend Lisa from work, she always says Romeo. Whenever everything's done, it's Romeo, which means Romeo done. If you are like a 90s child, you'd know what I mean. But if you're not, I'm sorry. I'm not explaining it. I'm not explaining it either. Okay, time. Oh, let's do face powder. So, my trusty MAC, Give Me Sun, and my face brush. I'm just going to dip in, as a girl does. Just go. Oh, that's so nice. That's such a nice brush. I usually use a really, really fluffy Real Techniques one, but this is be great for bronzing. Like really nice for bronzing. Yeah, I like it. Really smooth. I don't know whether you use this for just normal like finishing powder or whether I would use it in this, but it's actually really nice. Like it blends the powder really well and it doesn't like cake in one place, because I know a lot of brushes when they're quite like this, I find that when I'm like rub it on my cheek, it doesn't blend or sweep very well. This does. It kind of like it's really smooth. Love it. I think I found a new face brush. Well done, Spectrum. I never thought that would happen. So far there's only 2 brushes that I'm like couldn't really care less about, and we have 2 left. Let's do blusher. I'm gonna go in my NARS and I'm gonna dip into this gorgeous like pinky shade right here. It picks up the product quite well. It doesn't like sweep up too much. I'm just gonna apply that. I never use this type of brush for blusher, ever. But I do understand why people use it, because it gives a nice sweep. But for me, I just feel like I prefer a tougher brush. But this gives like a really nice elegant, you know, peachiness. It gives a nice, like it angles your face really well. And I understand that people do probably use these brushes also for contouring. I think this might be too thick for contouring. Yeah, it's nice, it's cute. I don't really love or hate it, to be honest. It's one of those, I don't really care for it. It's too soft for me, it's too soft. So finally, let's add some highlight, okay? And I'm gonna go in with my NYX Born to Glow palette, which is this beauty, and I've just got loads on my finger, yay! And we're gonna go in, probably, I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade. Let's see if I get the glow, right? This is what you see the proper beauty YouTubers do. It's like not picking up anything. Oh, maybe I'm using the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna go with this dark pink one because I just don't seem to be picking up any pigment. It's just not showing on my skin though, I don't think, because I need a darker shade. Okay, right, let's try this. Because when I look in the mirror, it's subtly there. When I look on camera, you guys can. Oh, there you go. There you go. Like, I do get it why people use a fan brush. I still don't like this brush. I still don't like these brushes. I just don't like them. Like, I get it because you angle really well. You can do like your nose and do like go down one side of your nose and on the edges, you know, like that. Cupid's bow. And it doesn't pick up so much pigment that it looks too cakey and shiny on your face. but I just don't care for it. I just don't care for it at all. Like, it's not a bad brush though. I mean, look, it is picking up. It picks up really nicely. I don't really care for it. I don't care. Don't care for it at all. Right, I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I'll jump back on camera and give you my final view of all these brushes. Cool. When I said I was finishing the rest of my makeup, that meant brush your hair, put some mascara on, whack a bit of lipstick on. But anyway, let's get back into the brushes. Okay, so rate or hate, right? So I thought the best thing that I could do is rate each brush out of 10, then give you my final thoughts, right? Okay, so let's start off with the Kabuki style brush. I actually don't know if this is what you call it. Let's call it the name, which is AO2. I rate this, I would give this probably an 8 out of 10. It's beautiful, really soft, really got into the nooks and crannies of my face. I liked it a lot. Probably if it was a little bit bigger for me, I'd love it. I think this size, I've seen a lot of like contouring brushes and they're this size, so I don't know whether this is full contour. I have no idea, but it's lovely and I would definitely recommend this brush. The big old face brush, which is the AO1, loved it, probably a 7 out of 10. Still not as good as my Real Techniques, but the quality of this brush is great. It doesn't cake, it kind of blends really well, really great for powder. Can't really go wrong with this, so I do really like this brush. This small angled brush, which is the BO4, actually worked really well for what it did. I have no idea what it's for, to be honest. Maybe I need to do some research on my makeup brushes, but for me this is kind of like a pointless brush in my collection. I would give it, for quality, it's a great, I wouldn't say it's a great brush, I mean it's a brush. At the end of the day it did a job, but I just don't really care for it. So I don't want to judge it based on the fact that it's pointless to me, but I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's not bad, it feels good on your face, you know. This, a 3. I mean, it did what it did, but I hate these brushes so much. I find them really flimsy. I mean, I guess that, you know, they blend a little bit elegantly on your face and you don't want really cakey makeup as a bride. But for me, I just think you could get a better brush, and to do that, this is just pointless. So it's a 3, it's a 3. Don't like it. This is a 4. 5. Not 45, it's probably a 5. Yeah, the AO5 is probably a 5. I don't like these types of brushes. I mean, they're great because they do like a gentle, you know, blusher. I just don't like them. The brush that I usually use is a bit stronger. Actually, I use a foundation brush for my blusher. So it's a Real Techniques foundation brush that I use for my blusher. And I love it because it blends a lot better. But this rating thing is not very good. I'm sorry, I'm not very good. I should just stop rating them, shouldn't I? I don't like this brush. It's soft, you know, it did a job, it did the job. But I just don't like this type of brush. For me also, I wouldn't reach for this either, because it's not the type of brush that I use. So nah. Love this little flat brush that did my concealer. This is balm.com. This is A16. Loved it. Recommended for cutting your crease. It kind of just angles really nicely. The BO7 blending brush, for me it was a bit too thick as a blending brush. I like a bit more flexibility, but it is a lovely brush on your eye. It's really quite soft. So I definitely would recommend this one, but I think it's more for like packing rather than really getting into blend. So I'd probably get like a longer haired brush first to go in, and then I'd probably apply this as like a thicker blending brush, if that makes sense. I did like this. I did like it. It's good. This old brush, surprising. Like the massive blending brush this is. I have no idea what this is for. I think it is for concealer. I use it to pack on the powder. It's nice. It angled into my eye really nicely. I'd still probably use this for highlighter because I hate that fan brush, which is pointless. It's a pointless brush. This, you know, it's got it. You know what I mean? I did like this. This is really nice to pack on powder. It's probably really nice for concealer. Really soft, really great quality bristles. I mean, lovely. And this brush, which is the A12, which I used to apply the, you know, the dark shades and go under eye. Love it. I love these types of brushes. I think the detail that you can get in with this brush is amazing. So gorgeous, loved it, recommended. And then you get this little angled brush right here, which for me you could use to do your brows like I did because my brows are on fleek. You could use it for eyeliner, you could use it to kind of get into the detail, you could use it to cut your crease if you wanted to, if you wanted more of an angle. I don't know, I mean there's so many options for this brush, but will I really use it? No, probably not. I am setting my ways with the brushes that I use. I am also really bad at using the right brush for the right part of my face because I'm that kind of girl, you know? Irritating. Apologies. I apologise. I never use the right brushes. Overall, I love Spectrum brushes. I love the quality. The quality of all those brushes was fantastic. Even the fan brush, I mean, I hate that type of brush, but it is a very good quality. It feels nice on your face. As a bride, do you need it? No. No, you don't. I probably won't use those brushes, not all of those brushes, on my wedding day. I think they are beautiful, they look beautiful, the packaging's lovely, you know, I love Spectrum brushes. And I love, you know, I've got a lot of their brushes already, you know, and they're beautiful, beautiful quality. You don't need all of those. I don't think you need all of those at all. I think you could really, if you're like a beauty expert makeup artist, maybe you'd see the purpose of all those brushes, but me as just a beauty lover who kind of cracks on, does my makeup on YouTube, I don't need all of those. I don't feel like I need all of those, and I just wouldn't recommend all of those to you. I personally would just pull out the single brushes that you like and buy them separately, or find a different collection that's maybe smaller, that maybe has, you know, a lot of the brushes that you would use. Just make sure when you're buying a brush collection, one, you're getting the most for your money, two, they are all the brushes that you would use, because at the end of the day, they're not cheap, you know? I hope that was helpful. I probably just confused you, so apologies. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.